You've been going to the gym for months, maybe even years. You train hard, you sweat, you feel exhausted when you leave, but your body, it barely changes. So what's going on? What if I told you that it's not about training harder, but about stopping a few key mistakes that are quietly killing your progress every single day? Because the truth is, most people in the gym are stuck, not because they are lazy, but because they are doing things that feel right, but are completely wrong. In this video, you'll discover 5 of the most common gym habits that are destroying your gains, all backed by real science. And here's the important part. The last mistake on this list is the one almost everyone ignores, and it might be the exact reason you are not growing. So make sure you stay until the end, because fixing just one of these could completely change your results. Here is the first mistake, and it's way more common than people think. You are doing the same weights for the same reps every single week. Think about it like this. If you lift 10 kilograms dumbbells today, and you're still lifting those same 10 kilograms dumbbells 3 months later, why would your body change? Your body only grows when it's forced to adapt. This concept is called progressive overload, and it simply means you need to gradually increase the challenge over time. More weights, more reps, better control, something has to improve. If nothing changes, nothing changes. There is actual science behind this. A study published in the Journal of Strength and Conditioning Research showed that increasing training load over time is essential for maximizing muscle growth. So if you've been stuck for a while, this might be your problem. You are not training harder, you are just repeating the same workout. And here is the scary part. A lot of people stay stuck like this for years without realizing it. So next time you step into the gym, ask yourself, what did I improve today? Even one extra reps counts. Now, this next mistake is even worse, because even if you are increasing weight, it might not even be working. Let's talk about it. So let's say you are increasing the weight. Good. But here is the problem. Are you actually training the muscle or just moving the weight? Because there is a huge difference. A lot of people go into the gym and start lifting heavier, but their form completely breaks down. They swing the weight, use momentum, involve other muscles, and in the end, the target muscle barely does any work. It's like trying to write with your foot instead of your hand. Yes, something is happening, but it's not effective. Your muscles don't care about how much weight is on the bar. They care about tension. If the tension is not on the right muscle, you are not stimulating growth properly. In fact, research supports this. One study showed that controlled movement and proper muscle activation significantly impact hypertrophy outcomes. They also discovered that for muscle hypertrophy, the best option is a combination of slower eccentric movements paired with faster concentric movements. So if your reps look messy, fast, and controlled, you are basically cheating yourself. Try this instead. Slow down your reps, control the weights, focus on feeling the muscle working. You might even need to lower the weight, and that's okay, because doing it right with less weight is way better than doing it wrong with more. You need to focus on controlled repetitions, full range of motion, and proper muscle engagement. And trust me, the next mistake, it happens outside of the gym, and most people completely ignore it. Now, here is something most people don't want to hear. You don't grow in the gym, you grow when you recover. That means if your sleep is bad, your results will be bad too. Think about it like this. Training is the damage, recovery is the repair. If you keep damaging your muscles but never give your body enough time to rebuild, you are just staying in a constant state of breakdown. No growth, no progress. And sleep is one of the biggest factors here. There is a study published showing that sleep deprivation significantly reduces muscle recovery. So if you're sleeping from 5 to 6 hours a night, scrolling your phone before bed, waking up tired, that could be the exact reason you are not seeing results. And it's frustrating, right? Because you feel like you are doing everything right in the gym, but you are ignoring what happens in the other 23 hours of the day. If you want a simple fix, aim for 7 to 9 hours of sleep. Keep a consistent sleep schedule and treat the sleep like part of your training, because it is. And now, we are getting into the top 2 mistakes. These are the ones that keep people stuck no matter how hard they try. Let's go to the next one. Now, this one is huge, and honestly, it's where most people fail. You walk into the gym and just do whatever. Some days it's chest, other days it's random machines. Sometimes you skip workouts, sometimes you go all in. There is no structure, no plan, no direction, and that's the problem. Because imagine trying to build a house without a blueprint. You might put some bricks together, but it's not going to stand for long. Your body works the same way. If your training is random, your results will be random too. Consistency and structure are what drive progress over time. And again, This is backed by science. A study in the Journal of Sports Sciences showed that the structured resistance training programs lead to significantly better strength and hypertrophy outcomes. This shows that you must stick to the plan. So if you've been going with the flow, that might feel fun, but it's slowing you down. Here is what you should do instead. Follow a simple program. Track your workouts. Repeat it consistently week after week. You don't need a perfect plan. You just need a plan and stick to it. Because showing up randomly will give you random results. And now we are at the number one mistake. This is the one that surprises most people. Because it feels like you are doing everything right, but it's actually destroying your progress. This is the mistake almost nobody expects. Doing too much. More workouts, more exercises, more volume, more days in the gym. It feels productive, right? Like you are outworking everyone else. But here's the truth. More is not always better. Better is better. The body has a limit to how much it can recover from. And if you constantly push beyond that limit, you stop resting. You feel tired all the time. Your strength goes down. Your motivation drops. And ironically, your muscles stop growing. It's like trying to charge your phone while using 20 apps at the same time. It never reaches 100%. This is what we know as overtraining syndrome, which is a state of chronic physical and mental fatigue caused by excessive exercise without adequate rest. This results in a decreased performance, persistent tiredness, mood changes, and increased injury risk. It occurs when training load surpasses the body's recovery capacity, often leading to a plateau or decline in fitness, unlike temporary fatigue. In fact, this study shows that excessive training without adequate recovery can impair performance and reduce muscle adaptations, meaning your body stops improving even when you train more. So if you are training 6 to 7 days a week, doing endless sets, never taking rest days, you may actually be slowing yourself down. Here is what you should do instead. Train hard but smart, leave room for recovery, and understand that rest is part of the process. Because growth doesn't come from doing more. It comes from doing enough and recovering from it. And now, everything should start making sense. All these mistakes are connected. Before we wrap up, here are 3 simple things that can instantly upgrade your workouts, and most people completely ignore them. First, stop scrolling your phone between sets. Every time you check your phone, your focus drops. Your intensity drops. Your workout becomes weaker without you even noticing. If you want better results, treat your workout like it matters. Second, don't skip your warm-up. Just 5 minutes of proper movement can improve performance, reduce injury risk, and help you train harder from the very first set. It's a small investment with a big return. And third, hydrate. Even a slight dehydration can reduce your strength, your endurance, and your ability to focus. So if you feel weaker than usual, it might not be your training. It might be just water. Simple fixes that most people overlook. So let's bring everything together. You don't need a brand new workout. You don't need some secret supplement. And you definitely don't need to spend more hours in the gym. Because now you've seen the truth. Most people don't fail because they are not trying hard enough. They fail because they are making a few critical mistakes over and over again. No progressive overload, bad exercise form, poor recovery and sleep, no structure or consistency, and doing too much instead of doing what actually works. Individually, these mistakes might seem small, but combined, they completely destroy your progress. And here's the powerful part. If you fix just one of them, just one, you could start seeing changes faster than you have in months, maybe even years. So don't try to change everything at once. Pick the one mistake that you hit you the hardest and fix it starting from your very next workout. Because real progress isn't about doing more, it's about doing the right things, consistently all the time. If this video helped you see things differently, make sure to give it a like. It really helps the channel grow. And if you are serious about building muscle, losing fat, and actually understanding what works, subscribe to Applied Human Lab. Because here, we don't guess. Sometimes the biggest progress comes from fixing the smallest mistakes. See you in the next video.